So, hello, butterfly. Oh, butterfly. What type of butterfly was that, Val? It was orange. I love my people here. It's always a learning journey. So, the red-winged blackbird has greeted me today. Where's the moon at today? Is the moon in Virgo? Whew. That means, number one, I have absolutely, hashtag living astrology, I have absolutely no planets or no nothing in Virgo. It's bare. It's bare. It's in my 5th house. So apparently whatever I can put there is what can be put there. It's an empty space for me to be all that I can be. The red-winged blackbird, speaking of which, because you hear that in the commercials, be all that you can be. But my dad knew that wasn't necessarily for me. And yet it was so. It's a legacy. Too much to talk about. Listen, coffee, CBD. I'm trying to slow it down, but y'all just gonna have to figure it out because I'm doing me. The red-winged blackbird, the bird that you heard just greeted me. Hey baby, did I greet you back? This is what I do, by the way. If you're new, welcome to the amazing journeys of Val Jones, where I show you my legacy, or my therapy is, walking, just walking and being out in nature. By the way, nature doesn't kill unless you're not real with nature. Oh, good God, what is this? Oh, that's a root or something. At first I thought it was a massive turd. Hello, babies, and the crows come through as they always do. I love you. Let me back. Go. Don't mind me. I'm just some little halfway known celebrity out here at Carver's Creek. You can ask some people about me and they probably won't tell you. But I can tell you that they know me. By the way, when I was saying I was the first black weather girl on WKFT TV, which I've tried to, usually you can tell when they try to erase history. I've tried to find that and nowhere. It seems like WKFT TV starts with Counterforce 40 with Gilbert, and we had more. No, before him, I was there. Okay, I used to name Tony Collins. Tony Collins is a name that when I went to Central Carolina Technical College, Jerry's kids, Jerry Farmer taught me. You know what? This was a man who told me it's a personal lesson for me. I don't know what he was astrology wise, but I'm getting that same lesson, and all the ones who are truly oh, you're a squirrel. You made a lot of noise. I heard you. Mommy says pay attention to nature. Let it settle you. You're learning, little girl. You're learning. You are learning. I am learning that there are, how do I put this? How do I put this nicely and yet correctly with facts? This is when reality claps back. They say I'm delusional, and I might be to people who try to mess with my legacy and mess with me. See, I know for a fact when I come out here, my creativity soars. I know when I go out to Starbucks, that family on base, my creativity soars. I know when I'm around my people, and they may not necessarily be yours, it gives me a feeling of home and happiness. I'm just saying, in a crazy world, that sounds like a movie, right? I am the movie that exists. Nobody can write a story about me. Nobody can tell you about me. I am literally walking history and history. Anyway, back to WKFT TV 40. Before Counterforce 40. Ronnie White was, how did I get there? Ronnie White, who was the at BC Broadcasting, sales manager. What was Ronnie? Ronnie died a couple of years ago. Ronnie actually was the one who was also instrumental in getting me, along with Bill Curtis of the Fatback Band, but I would pretty much say it was probably Ronnie White, to host the first African American festival here. What was the taste of Africa? The taste of, I don't know what it was. The One Piece Festival, something. You know me, details. But you remember what it was, because that's when I was dressed in my blue garb, beautiful blue garb that I got when I was in Atlanta. When, my husband and I, we were wearing the wear. We were like, please believe, we were part of the Hebrew Israelites crew a time ago. And I read, as I always do, I saw something and I showed him later, like, you know what? Because they were all trying to say, we're all supposed to migrate to Israel. And I'm like, I don't think so, okay? What I'm discerning from the book, and I find it funny how people always say, well, this person channeled this verse, and I met this, and maybe you just haven't met me, so maybe you're new to me, but before you dismiss me, get to learn me. This is the thing about me. I am so open and maybe a little bit too blunt and too honest. I'll tell you, I'll show my transparency. I am still learning how to hold back my energy. Yep. Receive, daughter, receive. It's time for you to receive. You be feeding all these people and they steal from you and don't give you what you need. Why do they do that? Because people are like that in this area. Where is this area? Well, wherever it be. If you see it, you see it. Just like me. I'm not making anything up. WKFT, I used to name Tony Collins, that when I was at CCTC, Jerry Farmer told us as a radio announcer to bring about another identity. So I've used the name Tony Collins before. I've used the name Kai Jones before. I think when I was at Coast 97.3 in Wilmington, yeah, I was Kai. I was Kai Jones. I was the one, oh, hello, look at that. That came down. Oh, that came down so slow. That was for me. Anyway, it's that type of day. And people can say, see, we told you she's delusional. Yeah, I'm proving everything I say if you do the research. Why do you erase the research, by the way? I mean, WKFT TV 40 was a local television station that, we were local, but, everybody is local at some point in time. And I remember Tom Scanlon was the general manager, and I remember John Rendelman was our sportscaster, and I told you Harold Tyndall. Harold Tyndall was so cool. Harold Tyndall was one of those people that, if you want to get off into that white-black thing, y'all would just look at him and think, well, he don't like black people. He loved me. He loved him some me, and I loved me some him. He was so cool. He treated me fairly. He treated me that little Napoleonic Jim Weeder. Oh my God, the battles between Harold Tyndall and Jim Weeder in itself. If there was somebody stalking me, it would be him. It's people like that. It's that energy that likes to gang stalk you and shit like that. But you never win in the end. You never do. But anyway, that's when I was there with John Rendelman and Jim Weeder and Harold Tyndall. And I actually made some of the clouds that were on the board. I made the clouds. I'll do stuff. I will always bring more. Wherever I go, I always bring more. That's how you grow. That's why you grow. That's why you got to admit, whenever I touch something, whenever my energy touches something, your presence goes up. Ask the folks at Carver's Creek. Ask all the restaurants I've been to, but no. They'll say, well, we're doing that anyway. Okay, all right, then do you. Because somebody paid you to lie instead of telling the truth. I did not understand just how crazy the industry would be that y'all would try to do this gang initiation on me. The fact that, it's one thing, like you hear Cat Whitman, all the others that don't do what you do, they just go on about their way. But this is what you did to me, okay? You told me I couldn't leave. You said, I want your ass. Y'all called me up. I'm putting those energies on blast. That happened to me in real life. If somebody can look in my eyes and say, if you can and look at her, seriously, man, y'all touched me the wrong way. In such a way that I was like, it's like every code ever, whatever the codes may be, every code. There was nothing remotely humane about that. And I know that happens in humanity, but why did it have to happen to me? I'm just saying, what did I do to you? Didn't I help you? So that's when I couldn't understand. I help you, and then you literally like just do the worst to me. Yeah, I mean, what would Jay do? Me. But where's the J? And it's that too. I mean, speaking Aramaically, there's no J in the language back in the day. Y'all don't want to play Bible games with me. Don't play Bible games with me. I'm a genius in reality, and that's why I hang out here at Carver's Creek. Because James Dimmer Rockefeller was a genius too. Now, y'all want to say, was a plantation out here too? It was. It was a plantation out here too. But you know what? Some people's energies are different. Some people actually learn. Some people actually grow. History that continues to repeat itself doesn't grow. You die. History that continues to repeat itself does not grow. You die. History that continues to repeat itself doesn't survive. I've said that millions of times. You know what? I've tried to say this down the line in certain places, and then people want to rob me blind, and the next I know, I see some I choose to say this in my mind, okay? This is a story I hear me all the time since I'm on my North Node Sagittarius. And Nancy Carnegie Rockefeller was a Sagittarius too. So I'm being pretty today in front of you, and I'm trying to be mommy's daughter too. Let's look at nature. What are you going to find? You know, I'm on the infamous search for, I have not seen the turkey. The turkey, the wild turkeys, okay? I'm just saying, you know, I've seen many things. Look down, because, you know, there's nature's everywhere, every day. Nature's here. Nature is God. Nature's not a fraud. You can deal without many things. You can put all your books down, but you can't deal without air. I'd like to see you do it. I'd like to see you do without oxygen. A stupid guru who took too much ayahuasca used to say oxygen is like a drug. It could be. It could be. It could be. Well, it's the drug for me. Come out here in nature and hug a real tree. And why would you want to cut down all the trees? I mean, you know, you cut down. See, it's the rings of life. You can see the rings of life naturally. You see. When you see tree rings, those are actually years. My husband and I learned about that. I love that. I love the way that looks. I love the symmetry and the geometry of all this. Nature gives its own geometry. You can learn from nature why we exist and why we don't. But you know what? We can give you the truth, but will you follow what you want? You want celebrities. You want celebrity preachers, celebrity teachers. You want celebrities that don't even do half of what they say they do. And then the ones who tell you the truth, you kill them all the time. Just to hang with the few who clearly lied to you. You ever notice it's all a pyramid scheme? The one at the top, who supposedly had the dream, is also the one who makes the money. And everybody lifts him up. And they keep telling you, you just got to keep going. You just got to keep going. You got to keep going. But where are you going? I'm just saying, if it hasn't worked for you, then darling, maybe you might want to try something new. Or don't. At this point, I give some fucks. I am all the good things. And for me, that was enough to see my blessings. But the thing I had to learn, can I make it up this hill? We're going to try. If I fall, don't laugh. you said you were going to do it. Now do it. Climb it, girl. Climb it. Climb this shit. If you were naked and afraid, you'd have to do it. Climb this bitch. Okay. There you go. 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 Whew-wee. Child, I'm 68 years old and I did that. Look at me. I'm just saying, honestly, I know a lot of people that are not even half my age that can't do that in reality. But you know me. Okay. Prove it. You know what I know? To a certain few who want to lie about what you can do and how you think you can get to me, yo. I never see you here. And you know what? I know I won't. Because you don't have that in you. You don't have that integrity or that apology, boo. You are not man enough or woman enough to actually do what you say you can do. Because I'm just saying, honestly, when my dad finishes with all of you, it's just going to be dry grass everywhere. They're having a meeting, y'all. But don't do this, boys and girls. I'm on my own thing right now. But, but I'm on the search for, I'm not saying I have privileges, but I don't. But it's like, if you take me on a walk, that's what I'm going to do. But really, I will follow. But honestly, I follow. I follow instructions. Because I know that there's all kinds of things out here, too. There's all kind of nature. But there was a bone. There was a cow bone out here that I wanted to see. I wanted to take a picture of that cow bone. Do you know how long that bone had to be out here? I mean, that was a big-ass cow bone. We were on our bird count. And I was like, oh. I was like, what was that? Oh, that was a real bone, too. That's what I'm saying. There's this history in that. You know how many years? And it was just nothing. It was just like the hip bone or whatever. So between the years of it being here and Mother Nature, it goes back to nature. I'm sure the carcass was eaten by some of the many creatures out here. There goes a bird. Oh, it's a big, beautiful one. It's the one. It was big with the white. I got to learn these birds. In reality, this is always going to be a class for me. I am in my happy place because I can learn from this every day. I see something new. Every day I see something new. I can never get tired of nature. But in reality, I can get tired of some of you like in 5 minutes or less. I'm tired of having to dumb myself down just to fit in the crowd. I'm tired of having to be short and shout real loud like you people can't hear me when I know you do. And if I talk real soft, you'll swear, then you'll say, speak up, boo. It's like there is nothing that can please you. So the smart kid in me, the genius kid in me said, fuck it, do me and you do you. My voice killing. Sorry, mother. Sorry, Miss Nancy. James Summer Rockefeller said, girl, gal to you. Then there's some people, gal used to be a bad word. But remember I was Your Gal Val on the radio? That too. Your Gal Val, the loquacious Lady V. That's what Tim Green, he was the midday guy at Foxy 99. When we started up, the original crew, I came on at 7 to midnight. It was Tony Light's idea, but I was the first one that initiated the Top 9 at 9. And Cool Carolina Nights. I made that. He came up with the idea. I came up with the program. Tony Life, if he's truthful, he will tell you, most of the program directors and consultants will tell you, I just did not follow formats. I know music. I'm not saying this because I'm a military brat, but I was introduced to lots of music. I was into classical music. I had classical albums. I had a lot of stuff that got burned in the in-law fire. Passed. Nothing there to see. I miss nobody. This is life. This is life. So see, that's what I say. I'm learning how. Before I would just walk willy-nilly out in the woods. I know where I'm going. I know where we went. I know they're going, well, damn it. You showed me this, though. You brought me out here. So I just want to see the bone. And then I'm going to go on. You know me. You know me. But listen, folks. And that's what I want to say. Somebody that wants to be all gangster and everything, okay? You're afraid of a bug. A bug. Do you see where I'm out here? I'm out here with nobody. I'm out here with just me. Anything could happen. In reality, you have 50. No. You at least have 10, 12, 20, 30 people around you almost all the time. And you're afraid of a bug. A bug. Did we see that or was that a lie? I don't think it was. I think you're afraid of that bug. I think your whole crew's afraid, or maybe they're afraid of you. I think if you're afraid of somebody who's 5'2", which my mother was 5'2", but you're scared of some little witch who wants to gang stalk a chick, bitch, I'm a military brat. That war is over quick. Moon and Virgo. Who's got the big dick now? I'm in my circle of life. No, I don't think I'm going to find that bone. Because this is a little unfamiliar. But, you know, I'm going to go back up this way. But I'm sure I'll see something today. Because I always see something new. I'm still on the search for the Holly. Holly is real. Hollywood is not. So that's Mom talking to you. Or maybe it's talking to me. And if this is a problem with you, like I said, I actually walk my therapy. More Holly to see. Mommy says I'm on the right track. Just doing me. Mommy says, get it. So there's a big holly tree right there. Oh, I am surrounded by holly. Ooh, there's holly everywhere. I really am in my circle of life. Oh my gosh, this is a message, right? Wowsy. Do you see it? My ghost, my ancestors, my legacy is not playing about me. She is in protected custody. Yeah. Thank you. Love you. I told you, every day is something new. Every day is a gift for me. And that's why I can't hang with you, because people like you will always want the energy to be about you. I used to hang around people like that who I considered themselves my elders and my mentors too, until I realized the jealousy was coming out of them too. And I'm like, damn, you too, Judas? That too, Brute? And around 2022, 2023, that's when I really knew y'all had really aligned yourself with the devil. And now I'm really seeing the devil in you. I know there goes one of the ragers now. I know, let me go about my business. That's that Val. She's out here doing what she do. Oh, I think we walked through there. But you know what? I literally saw what I needed to see. That protection of holly. That holly is always a message for me. My mom had holly trees. My mom had a legacy. Man. So I said WKFT TV, Tony Collins. And that's when I learned so much about weather. That's when I learned so much about weather, because, you know, I like to master anything and everything. And I want to thank, again, Jerry Farmer, who I really was just in it going because I wanted to be an announcer. I want to be a DJ. As I said, I want to be a DJ, to which my mom and my dad said, no way. Sly Stone, by the way. Now, Bill Hennessy and Big Bad Bill, those are the fathers of black radio in the Ville. Those are the fathers of black radio in Fayetteville. If you don't say Bill Hennessy or Big Bad Bill and this white man who had a vision, Bill Belch, well, man, some slumlord people are slumlord people, you know what I mean? I bet I walked through there. I did. But you saw what you need to see. It's a cow bone. Cow bone's all. That's your past. Move forward, B. Message to me. Move forward, baby. Got it. Yeah, but Big Bad Bill and Bill Hennessy has always been a mentor to me. I could leave and come back to the area, leave and come back to the area, leave and come back to the area. And if he saw me hosting something, he would always support me. That man was amazing. And once again, Fayetteville, the people he helped did not give him his flowers. I guess that too is biblical. When he was sick, the people Bottom line is one of the reasons why I can't go to funerals. Because people be lying at funerals. People be lying about how people, oh, that person was a good person, and that person did so much for me, and that person did this and that for the community, and you never let that person know when they were living. You stole from that person. You took advantage of that person. You always do to your real true ones. That's biblical too. You take advantage of your jewels, and you feed people crack. Now you wondering why I don't go back? Oh, y'all can kiss my ass. Black, white, blue, green, red, yellow, and in between. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because I'm all things. What does this say? I am all things. All the good things. All the good things. All the good things. And I know I bring out the demons in you. Because if I'm all the good things, and you represent all the bad things in what you do. And because I don't submit to you, you're going to come at me and want to get into this constant war. And I said game over. Really, Daddy said game over. I know what I saw. Call it vision or dream. Everybody else can have a vision. Harriet Tubman can have a vision. Moses can have a vision. You all can have a vision. Trump can have a vision. Willow can have a vision. Jada thinks she's worthy. Why come I can't think I'm worthy? I'm not the one that's dirty. You know what? Thinking about the people in Fayetteville, you know what? Screw it. It is a disadvantage in this world sometimes in knowing too much. But it's also a disadvantage in not knowing enough. At least the good thing about knowing too much, well, that's the thing, is that you know that you never really know too much, because that in itself is a misnomer, because you're always learning. So if you know too much, then that means you just made some people feel insecure. And your brilliance wrecks their lying dreams, lying schemes. They pick on the wrong ones. Who's chosen? What is chosen? Who is the one? The one for who? The one for what? The one for what crew? All I know is when people were with me, they were making money. And when they left, when I left, they didn't. I used to think there was a Star Trek episode, not Star Trek, there was a Twilight Zone episode where this guy always found himself on ships that were getting ready to sink. He always found himself on ships. It was black and white. Rod Serling that was a genius. That's the type of that's my type of prototype. He probably did a lot of drugs and stuff like that too. But this is what I'm saying when it comes to Pisces and what we do. I am literally the natural high. My sign, my energy, I'm aligning. I have a line, but I'm still aligning too, because there's so much more to learn in nature too. Nature's always challenging you. Nature is always challenging you. See, I'm walking through here. Nature's always challenging you to learn and to grow. But some of y'all get stuck in a rabbit hole and don't realize that, you can't hide. You're like the ostrich that puts your head in the sand. You don't see nothing. Nor do you want to. And yet you swear out you stand on solid ground when you got your head stuck in a hole. That is life. That's a liking. It's Pisces season. And it's being aware of the powers of manifestation. And the Gemini in me wants to do it, and the other's like, no, do you really want to? Well, you're protected, do you? But well, no, when some people think liking, because that's spelled L-I-C-H-E-N, research it. But it's not like liking, you know what I'm talking about, which is also one of my favorite movies. Ooh. I'm not talking Harry Potter, but I could be. Ooh. In reality, some people don't know what they're messing with. I'm just saying. Y'all be doing, it was that. It was noticing that. That's pretty. That's nature art to me. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look, there's the ants are coming out. That's so cool. So I can look at people dancing around in trash bags and hooded capes and doing black candle magic and the stuff that they do. And they really do that in reality. That's just not like that's just not for play. Or it could be. But the thing about it is, it's like how you learn how to do witchcraft from TikTok or social media. I'm up here talking about real curses in this place. And someone asks, how do you know that, Val? Oh, I know. Okay, I know. Told you I'm walking history. I'm not lying. I am not lying. I'm out here. Everybody's scared to go up by themselves. And I'm out here, you know, ooh, looking at lichens in Pisces season. On search for the wild turkey. Or maybe this tree. Conservation area. Conservation area. Conservation area. More holly. See, this is the stuff I like. I don't do Met Galas, and I don't, you know. So there is not one celebrity at this moment that I like. Not one of them can hold my attention for. Not one of them will I pay 5 cents to be with. There's not one person in the whole goddamn entertainment industry, music industry, or whatever. There is not one person right now that I would spend 5 cents to be with. You're all hot shit and all this, and you're in Paris, and you're in here, and you're in there, and you're everywhere. But one thing I know you're not. You're not here. And this is free. You can't get to me. And you're not at Starbucks. Meet me at Starbucks on base. Let's have coffee, okay? I'm not going to Coachella. You know what? Every time stuff like that happened, it got blocked. And it was that. It was that when I realized something weird is happening here. And you know me, I'm very much a spiritual being. I'm a magical motherfucker. I'm the prototype. Think about it. When I say classified in Area 53, I mean, in reality, if you think what that is, can you see me? Somebody can. What am I? I don't know. I'm still learning, man. I just know I'm a girl that don't like wearing dresses. And I'm a tomboy. And I'm a military brat. And if you come at me wrong and push my button too much, I will kick your motherfucking ass. I ain't got no filter like that. And yet I do. I know how to be pretty right in front of you. Switch up the scene. Now this is Act 2. Or it's Act 3 for me. Because see, it comes in threes for me. So whatever you're doing, I've already did, B. Whoever that be. Now you're my baby, but you're not my baby. I'm just saying seriously, don't play with me. Ho? This is where we're walking through. This looks familiar for me. Yep. Because we crossed this stream. Ha ha ha. So that bone is out there somewhere. That cow bone. And it's that. In reality, and I'm going to put this up to the powers that be. This is a great place to learn nature. This is a great place. This is just a great place to come and breathe. This has done wonders for me. But I don't like the fact that the devil, whoever that be, has got a problem with me simply because I tell you the truth. Why should the truth be a problem? Shouldn't the youth know the truth so they don't be used? This is like spider webs, man. Not the Spider-Man movie. Spider webs. Learn about real spider webs. Learn about spiders. Learn about nature. Cut that damn TV and shit off. Cut those movies off. The greatest movie right now is nature. The greatest movie right now is nature. And I think it's absolutely wonderful that in their own way, the military protects nature and natural things, okay? Y'all think about the military one way, and that's all you see. And you don't realize that these are human beings. And this matrix you guys are on too many drugs. You think everything's a grid, but war is real. And bitch, you ain't seen that. You're too young for that, kid. You have not seen, honestly, even I haven't seen, I've seen the effects of it, but it's like, I remember when we used to, but see, once again, the genius child, like when the bomb hits, you put your head, you put your head between your legs, like this head take you on the plane, right? Like, okay, does that work for you? But you put your head between your legs and under the desk, and you kiss your ass goodbye. See, we learned that, because really, if a bomb hits, you're dead. There ain't nothing you can do. But and some of y'all trying to get to the moon, or some of y'all trying to get underground, and you don't understand the mom runs that town. You cannot go so deep in a bunker if you are full of shit and full of hell that mom can't get to you. And those of you who play this game on me, you're out there in Makali land. She chose me. Child. I told you. I had to look at the energy. Like, well, she's got that. She's not a demon to me. She has protected me, but she's harsh. And you know what? This is a world where, think about what you have done, mankind. You treat women horribly, of all kinds. So if God was a woman, what would she do? And in this case, she is to you, Mother Nature, Makali. You know what? She's Tafiti, or she's Tafiti. You know what I'm saying? Tafiti. Ask yourself why Disney took that movie off and then put it back on. Now you coming here to North Carolina because you know NC is on. We are not for your sideshow Bob entertainment. We got a real war going on, and you make money off the military, and so much shit is thrown at the military, and so much shit is thrown at, if people want to exist and be better, like you have young babies who want to be artists, but the thing about it is, I wouldn't trust any type of Idol, America's Got Talent, any of those shows, because if you go to Hollywood, you're going to run into some shit that you don't know. And you're going to think all that stuff you see on TV, that's the way it goes. That's the way. But they don't live like that, and it's the reality. And you're starting to see. By the way, Abbott Elementary, it was that. That show was that an apology? It was funny, and then it got sad. And I could just feel the ratings and the energy drop, okay? Don't. I wouldn't do that, but, I saw the reality of it. But, anyway. And there's something out there. Well, I am in the woods. If you're scared of a bear, who's not scared of a bear? You know what? If you got anybody, I'll take on a bear. I'll kill a bear. Run as far away from motherfuckers who are like that. I'm just saying, rangers who have done this forever and a day, they don't go up to real bears that way. But y'all do you. It's a learning lesson. Welcome to the Saturn Return. I am teaching a master class for free, but really I'm letting you know more about me. Consider this my testimony to everything. The moon is in Virgo, and this angel's got her wings. Clearly. Did you hear that? That's like when Moses was up on that mountain and he heard that boom. Kind of sounded like that. And I said I had my wings. They're always said to clap back. Clap back on me. And this claps back. Don't mess with my troops. And don't mess with me. I represent for my youth and my legacy. I know way too much about the industry. And they think they know way too much about me. If I choose to not do what you do, you see me. You see me finance-wise. I understand what you call it. It's what you call it. It's the capitalism for me. You think I'm going to be your slave and you going to make me submit and I make you all types of money and shit when you're supposed to fall. Somebody wanted to do a destiny trade with me and have their life go up, but this is turning the wheel. See, as one goes up, one goes down. If you were my twin, then you were more like a clown. And I don't do circuses. Bye-bye. Not around. Bars. Look at the beautiful artwork on the tree. Wait a minute. I'm out here. The weather's warm, and you know what? I got that oak mite thing too. like you know, like all of a sudden, it's like, oh God, wait. But that's pretty. That's pretty. That's a sap running down from the trees for where woodpecker holes. You see like little holes and stuff like that where the animals feed, and that's why that stuff's come down. It's stuff like that that you can learn out here. And that's what I say, they used to teach this stuff in schools, but they don't anymore. But nature is wonderful. Nature is wonderful. You can learn so much. So that's why I call it therapy. And then I add my touch, because being a nurse's kid, being a military brat, and understanding war and what soldiers go through, I'm able to share my stories with you. But it's funny how these were the stories that never wanted you to know. Because I keep telling you, these people always want to put the shit show on. They hold the lowest up to the top, and they keep the best back. I never finished saying about the father of black radio here, the fathers, Bill Hennessy and Big Bad Bill. Talk about them. You don't have to talk about that, about Val Jones. Talk about Bill Hennessy and Big Bad Bill. Talk about Calvin P. I do believe Calvin P. was the first black radio announcer, urban station in Spring Lake, the first urban station in Spring Lake. He was a part of that station. So he was actually the first, wait a minute, let me get it right. When they got an urban station, it was after We Do and Bill Hennessy and all this and all that. Because we all came out of that We Do camp. We all came out of, that We Do. We all, I can't, don't ask. If I don't go back, there's reasons for that. You'll find out soon enough. But anyway, but yeah, like I said, Calvin P. would always go back, try to give the community, and this man died homeless. Man, it's the stuff that they do to the real ones. Y'all don't understand. Y'all keep poking. I need to get some water because I'm still going to go on this walk. But, wow. This is a therapy talk. This is going to help somebody, either to help you see me or to help you understand what you're going through and realize, no, it's not just me, it's not just you, it's them. They are a piece of work here. So to the parks. The flag hears me. And I'm going to say this in reality. Now, you can think I'm delusional, but please research my receipts. Research my receipts on the energies that I talked about and the people I talked about in my history too. Research. I want you to research me. Trust and believe. If before we become super friends, I'm going to research and invent you. Intelligence will do what intelligence will do. I'm not looking at any of my old friends, but even the new, I got to, like, you know what, I'm good with my crew. I'm like, I'm good. I'm in a holding pattern. I'm like I said, Area 53 is all good to me, but it's the stuff that people, okay, I bring it back to my first and second Gemini house, my first and second rising coming out. I told you, James, and thus the connection here, because I told you my Sagittarius brother brought me out here, and we saw the trees bow and we saw the wind go up. Like we both like some Mother Nature is here at the same time. North Node, that was a part of. That's when I realized I was aligned with this place. This place has chosen me, and I've chosen it. It's like Mr. Wigglebottom. You know where you thrive. My creativity, but there was these people literally tried to They wanted me to give up on my own life. I mean, honestly, like I said, when I went and whatever that happened, February 20th, let me be outside. I'm inside the car. Let me be outside for a second because I'm still talking. Let me sit at the table. I'm going to sit at the table. This has gotten too long. And I know some of y'all got ADHD. But hey, if you can watch a 10-hour movie on the 10 Commandments, then you can watch me. I promise you, this will not be an hour. Or it'll be what it be. You know what I'm saying? We were sitting at one of these tables. We were sitting at one when we had our phones off. Because we were going through some of the similar things. We were going through like, what the fuck is the stuff going on right now? And see, this is another thing about me. I study in political science and history at Fayetteville State. I can tell you so much stuff about Fayetteville State that you do or don't want to know. Anyway, whatever. So, and to that degree, I will say politically wise, I'm out. That y'all can, it's all a shit show to me. When South Carolina starts being better than North Carolina, that says something in reality. But sometimes South Carolina be on it. They said none of the above. South Carolina, to that move right there, you get my love, because none of the above. I told you, celebrities, y'all. Now that's the lie. That's the matrix right there. In between time, soldiers are getting killed for real. Soldier spouses, the men or the women, are going through some real anxiety for real. Soldiers' anxiety is real. This is not a Hollywood movie, but you make Hollywood movies and you do so much, and you wave this stuff in our face, and you think if you keep poking the bear that we're just going to stay docile that way because you got them on a contract that they can't clap back. However, these are soldiers, okay? You train them for that. You train them to rev up against evil. And I know people have their own interpretation of what evil is. I'm not here to judge, but I'm just saying it is what it is. I know what evil is for me. And I thought that was like, wow. Whatever this energy is, it seriously wants to kill me. If it can't, it can't. Remember, it came. I keep saying, put me on a lie detector test. Why would I lie? How are you going to tell me to submit? The first thing out of your mouth is to submit to what? You researched me wrong. Right off the bat, that was, no. No. Too quick, no. And then just got adamant about it and got mean and ugly and vicious. Boom, 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 boom goes the entire room. I'm just saying, my moon is in Virgo and I don't dance to your tune. And just because I said no, I got on the devil's main radar. Who is the devil, y'all? But they want to say I am. I'm just saying, you know what, this political shit show reminding you, I told you, I said this crypto, I see what the benefit of cryptocurrency could be. I do. I really do. See, that's the beautiful thing in me. I can see both sides of whatever it's supposed to be that works. Because my whole thing is, does it work or it does? It either works or it doesn't. I'm Pisces. I'm Lulu Lala. I'm delusional. I'm what, you know what? That's what you say I am. I say I'm a magical motherfucker. I am magic. I don't have to do spells or dance or sing, or I do that with the moon because that's just my thing. But that's not how I get my energy. The energy has always been in me. I mean, you know, ask yourself, why am I guarded so carefully? She is not from here. Probably not. But well, that is clear. I'm not from here on so many levels. But here is where I found my happy place, and I could breathe. And got my creativity about. I have books too, so I need to write my own books. I've been helping everybody else, and I need to be helping myself. So that was the lesson I had to learn. Wow, this is a master class I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you how I've had to learn how to earn. You cannot do it through other people. The very people that you lift up will turn their back on you, and there will come a time that you will realize it's all on you. And that's why I say, whether it's old or new, judge people by their actions, not what they say. Vent them. Vet them. If they can't be serious, if they can't be truthful to you, then they will screw you. Now, I don't mean truthful like if somebody says, has an ugly baby, and, and you say, like, you think my baby's pretty? And you like, oh, no, that baby is so pretty. No, see, you got to be like, you can't put it in a box like that. You guys be wanting to put things in a box and put it, you want to judge love. You want to judge the access of things. And common sense is always going to be common sense. So it seems not in this generation that we're at right now, because there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make common sense, that you buy into it every day. And I'm going like, damn, are all people stupid this way? And then on top of that, you literally want to kill me simply because I show you I chose a more natural route to my therapy, instead of like, getting 50,000 toxins put in me. I just felt like I didn't want to do that, because my mother taught me better. In reality, a black woman, Native American woman, I don't know. I mean, I told you my great-great-grandma or somebody was buried at Jernigan Warren. So you figure that out. She was not buried with her husband. So you figure that out. Welcome to Fayetteville. I keep telling you those Charles Waddell Chestnut stories are not fiction. Research them. Now that you know that they're not fiction, research them. But getting back to this, and for me, I needed to remember my history and my legacy, because these are stories that were clearly not going to be told. But I think, the youth today are ready for it. And I think they're ready to know, because they already know something ain't right here. These babies that get it, I'm telling you, military brats get it. So that's why I'm here. Why do I keep coming back to a place that I hated? Because it was fated. Why would my mom and dad not want me to be here? My mom and dad never wanted me to stay here. Never, ever, ever. And I'm the only child that never wanted me to stay here. Never. My dad did not want me to go to Fayetteville State. He did not. He was dying, okay? I wasn't going to leave my best friend. I wasn't going to leave my dad or my friend to go to college. No, I was there to the end for my dad. That's loyalty. That's how I treat a king. That's how I treat the energies that even my mom, and you know what, it took me 7 years to get over the fact that I see the wind blowing. I see the wind blowing. I mean, it's when you see it, when you see nature. It's one thing when you hear it, but it's another thing when you see nature in action, like the little tornado, the little windstorms. Baker used to call me a little weather witch, because he realized when I get mad, windstorms would pop out, little swirls would pop out. He said that. My husband said that. I don't know. But don't get nervous about it. All I'm just saying that I don't make stuff happen, but I know me and weather got a thing going on. Oh, and there goes all the wind blowing now. Just the wind just blowing. Like, man, you know what? Narcissists. This is a narcissist thing to do. And it gets back to how everything is aligned and will always help you with everything. Now, everybody knows if you live in a trailer park and you're in a tornado happens, that's like the worst place ever. See, I don't make no bones about where I live, but there's some people that make bones all the time about where they live. They live in so lavish, and they're not. They're sleeping in their cars, in a hotel room. They're shacking up with people. They're doing all kinds of crazy things. These Spotify streams, people are talking about how nobody's made no money, including Beyonce and Jay. People owe people. People owe people. You owe the wrong people. Pluto has come to collect. These Sicilians don't play when you fudge their bets. I'm saying, the black Sicilian to me is like, I'm the same way. Lilith and Capricorn, it's a black Sicilian. Maybe that's the connection to mirror. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying I have a lot of black Sicilian in me. Find out about the black Sicilians. Come on, Italians. You goddamn well know that black people are part of your history. Don't act like you're so much better when they came from you. But I get it. I really do. Because see, I'm on a whole... Yeah. If you know, you know. And I do. My mom and I had this conversation last night. I am a lot like my daddy, but I get it. Damn. Damn it. Oh, I'm good. It's just, I'm good, but I'm sad. But I'm good. I don't even know what to say. So let's just say I make black good. I make black look good, and I'm gonna leave it that way. I make black look good. That's it. If you get it, you get it. Virgo drops the mic.